I'll repeat your question twice. You have 45 seconds and you can answer in the language of your comfort, okay? Your question for tonight is, what do you think separates a mere mister from a king? Why do you think you deserve to be called a king instead of just a mister? Once again, what do you think separates a mere mister from a king? And why do you think you deserve to be called a king instead of just a mister?
Good evening, everyone. I just wanted you to know that it really takes me bravery and courage just to stand here today. I wanted to call myself as a king. And when you say a king, he is the father. He is the leader. He knows what he is doing. He is compassionate and he is experienced enough to do the things that he can, how can he able to help the organization. I wanted to expand my horizon in helping others. I've been helping a lot of a non-profit organization for how many years now, and when I knew about this King of the World Philippines, then I knew that I am for here. I know my purpose, and that is to serve the organization. Because I believe in its core, and I believe in the vision and the mission of the King of the World Philippines. Thank you.
Thank you very much. That's what I want to be there, ladies and gentlemen. Your question for tonight is, pick a social issue you want to discuss and why. Once again, pick a social issue you want to discuss and why.
The social issue that I want to discuss is the social media addiction of the youth. Because as we know it, social media can help us in many ways because it has positive and negative effects in our society. But mostly it has negative effects because the youth get easily addicted to it. And as a student athlete, I would promote my advocacy of introducing sports into their interests because I'm a student athlete. I have skills and knowledge to introduce sports into their interests because sports can promote leadership, coordination, communication, and discipline. And it will help them physically, mentally, and spiritually. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Your question for tonight is, 10 years from now, what is your message to your young self? Once again, 10 years from now, what is your message to your young self?
10 years from now, ang mensahe ko lang sa sarili ko ay magpasalamat sa lahat ng mga problemang na nalampasan ko dahil alam ko sa sarili ko, ang pagharap sa maraming tao is napakakabado sa akin at napakahirap. Pero dahil sa mga pamilya ko, sa magulang ko, sa kaibigan ko na nandiyan para sumuporta sa akin at nagmamahal sa akin at sila ang nagsasabi sa akin na kaya ko. At dahil doon, nagpapasalamat ako. Salamat.
Thank you so much. And I love how he shared to us if you choose just one king for the Philippines, who would it be and why? The president, the head of the Catholic Church, the chief justice of the Supreme Court, or you? Again, if you would choose just one king for the Philippines, who would it be and why? The president, the head of the Catholic Church, the chief justice of the Supreme Court, or you?
Thank you for that very tricky question. But honestly, about those choices, I would choose none because regardless of those profession, regardless of those occupation, we everyone are capable of doing such a thing. A good person is different from a good leader, and to become a president, we are looking for a good leader doing what is right and not what is easy. And I thank you.
Thank you so much. And now let us move on to our next.
Indeed, it is. Aside from physical attributes, what is the most important quality that a modern king like you should possess? Once again, aside from physical attributes, what is the most important quality that a modern king like you should possess?
In our generation right now, we should follow the 3R, which is respect, responsibility, and resilience. Because I do believe if we follow this kind of pattern, we will be able to carry through our things in. We will be able to carry our values as a king in the organization, and we will be able to inspire and empower a lot of people if we have this kind of qualities. That is all. Thank you.
That's the winner province, ladies and gentlemen. Calling up our next finalist. What is your purpose in life as an empowered king of the world? Once again, what is your purpose in life as an empowered king of the world?
I believe my purpose is to be a role model or try to be a source of inspiration and hope for others, for those around me. I've met so many people from abroad and here in the Philippines, and they have helped me so much in building my character and who I am today. And I'd like to give back, especially to the fellow youth, mga kabataan ngayon, because they need a role model. They need someone like our beauty queens and beauty kings who celebrate diversity and are not just beauty but also brains. And so with that, I'd like to also conclude that with my advocacy, we can empower the youth. Thank you.
Very well said. Thank you so much.
Your question for tonight is, how do you see yourself after being crowned as Mr. King of the World? Once again, how do you see yourself after being crowned as Mr. King of the World?
Good evening. I see myself after crowning King of the World Philippines as inspiration to everyone and giving motivation for my fellow youth. And as a King of the World, I'm always reminding myself to always believe in me so that I can inspire and motivate others, most especially my fellow youth. And with that, I know that we can build or we can create a community, a society, a world full of wisdom, intelligence, hope, and most especially, unity. Thank you.
For tonight is, what makes the world equality to be at the next level, especially in a male-dominated world? Once again, what makes the world equality to be in the next level, especially in a male-dominated world?
I think the word equality isn't that right word to use in this limited way. I think that equity is the more proper word to use here in this situation, because of course both genders have their own advantages, disadvantages. They have their own benefits, or they have the disadvantages and advantages. So if we use the word equity, we'll treat each gender with the respect that they deserve and the proper manner, that they deserve. Thank you.
Up next, so let's have one that is, which profession would make a perfect king? A lawyer, a doctor, a farmer, or an actor? And why? Once again, which profession would make a perfect king? A lawyer, a doctor, a farmer, or an actor? And why?
I think for me, all those peoples are deserved to call as a king because they are using their professions by helping other people. And that's what we all need to do.
For you, What is the biggest contribution of the Filipino to the Philippine society today? Once again, for you, what is the biggest contribution of the Filipino to the Philippine society today?
I think it's our resilience that no matter what life throws at us, may the results be positive or negative, we always come out victorious, and we always use that as an advantage to inspire others and not feel envious of what they don't have. Rather, be contented of what they have and always showcase love for one another. Maraming salamat po. God bless.
Thank you so much for that answer. Which profession do you think would make the best king? A lawyer, a priest, an actor, or a farmer? And why do you say so? Once again, which profession do you think would make the best king? A lawyer, a priest, an actor, or a farmer?
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Although all of this profession deserves to be called a king, but I would say, as a future civil engineer, I would say an engineer should also become a king. Because I want to build a kingdom wherein we should strive for excellence, nobility, and greatness in order for us to inspire and to influence people in order for them to be the best versions of themselves. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Mr. Listening Award. Question is, what particular initiatives or causes are you passionate about? If you win as the first ever King of the World Philippines, how do you plan to use this platform to make a positive impact? Again, what particular initiatives or causes are you passionate about? If you win as the first ever King of the World Philippines, how do you plan to use this platform to make a positive impact?
Good evening, everyone. For me, I should be a good example to all of my fellow youths and fellow kings out there. In order for me to be worthy called a king, I must also possess an optimistic mind and a leadership, and also I must be able to maintain all of that. So, considering that we're currently living the 21st century right now, where social media has become the platform, the perfect platform for us to share, and I want to use this opportunity to come to this seminar regarding about social issues. So, in that case, we can make all of our fellow Filipinos aware, and that's all.
Thank you so much.
Or trait must a real king have? First and foremost, wisdom, leadership, bravery, or love, and why? Once again, which characteristic or trait must, or a real king must have? Wisdom, leadership, bravery, or love, and why?
Para sa akin, ang isang natatanging karakteristik na kailangan ng isang maghahari sa isang kingdom ay ang pagmamahal. Dahil ang pagmamahal nito sa kanyang mga kinasasakupan ay magiging isang magandang kingdom. Dahil siya mag-lead sa kanila at gagawin ang lahat, mga plano, para maipakatuparan lahat ng kanilang mga gustong gawin at mga kailangan nilang ipatupad sa isang kingdom. Katulad na lamang ng isang presidente na ginagawa ang lahat para maging masaayos ang isang bansa. Hindi lang po, maraming salamat.
Thank you so much. Ayun ang King of the World Philippines. Which among the country's problems would you like to solve first? A. Corruption, poverty, environmental damage, or criminality. Why? Again, as a King of the World Philippines, which among the country's problems do you like to solve first? Corruption, poverty, environmental damage, or criminality, and why?
I would choose criminality
Because majority of the crime that is committed in our country and to this world is due to the men who lack emotional stability and lack emotional intelligence and self-control. With my advocacy of men empowerment, I believe that I can do what I have to do along with the platform of King of the World to help the people around us to become more aware, for us to become more emotionally intelligent, emotionally controlled, so that we can live in a world more with peace. Because we cannot sacrifice any more children, any more slaughter, and any more crime that is committed in our country. We should be one as Filipinos, for us to be proud as a nation as one, as a King of the World, Philippines!
Thank you so much. I love how you emphasize that.
If you could achieve any dream, regardless of obstacles and limitations, what would it be? And how can it possibly impact your life and the lives of others? Once again, if you could achieve any dream, regardless of obstacles or limitations, what would it be? And how can it possibly impact your life and the lives of others?
Thank you. Of course, I'm going to use my advocacy, which is natural resources utilization, and also youth empowerment, because we need to utilize the natural energy so that we can have a free form of energy, clean, safe, and cheap. That's why the life of the Filipinos, and not just the Filipinos, will going to have a safe life and also cheap. And then I can also inspire the people, of course. That's why I want to use my voice to inspire the youth, because me myself, I am not a rich person, but I am standing here in front of you, fighting and never ever give up. I'm doing everything I can to win this crown and to be the voice of the voiceless, and also to that pride of my Pageant. That's all. Thank you.